This is a short video about coffee in Papua New Guinea. It's really not very extensive. It's just mainly narrating the clips of video I happened to take when I was there. This is a receiving station called Kuang between Goroka and Mount Hagen in the western highlands of Papua New Guinea. This is kind of a good example of a standard coffee cherry buying operation. A very sort of commercial venture, not a co-op, not a farm. The quality of the cherry at places like this can get very mixed. One farmer's bag they might be bringing in is a higher quality with less green, and then another one might be mixed. As you can see there, a lot of green cherry. But here actually we've gone over to the Goroka area, just outside of Goroka. This is a guy named Yasi who has a farm, but he's a supplier as well, meaning he buys coffee cherry from his neighbors and in the area. He's processing on a very crude motor-driven pulper. And around him is just mounds and mounds of the skin of the coffee cherry. That's not the actual product. And he's going to use that for composting. This is the tanks where he's going to be fermenting the coffee. But you can see a lot of the skin from the cherry still in with the parchment that is going to be fermented. This clip is over from the Kainantu area in the eastern highlands. This is a farm by Mr. Bibis. And now we've switched to a mill in Mount Hagen area. This is the Kuta wet mill.
Pumping the coffee from the fermentation tank into a second tank, which is agitating and washing it. Then they leave it overnight, and they wash it again out of this into a cart where it drains the coffee, and they take it to the drying patios, essentially. It's an interesting method of removing the mucilage.
Well, this is a kind of crazy dry mill. It's actually back at Kuang, between Hagen and Goroka. And another partner down the road was burning the coffee chaff, or parchment skins, in order to run their mechanical dryers. This is definitely not a high quality operation. But the sparks from the burners, the furnaces, were pretty remarkable. It's incredible that in Papua New Guinea, with so much altitude and many good cultivars, that a lot of the coffee just ends up as commercial quality. Part of it is the specific labor issues there and the culture. And part of it is that I don't think anyone has really discovered whether specialty coffee pays for the small farmer. This is always fun to watch, the bag marking for export. This is at a dry mill, and the coffee seemed to be going to Arabic country. Papua New Guinea is an amazing place, and sadly extremely expensive both to get there and to stay there, but definitely worth the trip.